Peace and good vibes to everyone that comes across this video. So, right now, what this video is going to focus on is the solar storm predicted by NASA. What damage could the flare cause? And this was posted 3 hours ago as I am recording this video. And this is on msn.com if you want to check it out. So now I posted in a previous video about um, a solar storm or a solar flare could hit the Earth any day now. And very few of you checked that video out, but for those of the ones that have looked at it, um, thanks. I hope you took things seriously and heeded the warning. So now there is a scientist who is on Twitter, and she is speaking on the solar storm that will hit on Tuesday, July 19th. Now, as the recording of this video today is Monday, July 18th. So, as early as tomorrow, July 19th, 2022, Tuesday, we're looking at a solar flare, a possible solar flare hit, and you can check her out on Twitter. Her name is spelled Tamitha. That's her first name. Her last name is Skov. So it's Tamitha Skov or Skov. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce her name. But the article reads, a solar storm will hit Earth early this Tuesday, July 19th, 2022. The warning comes from a NASA forecast model applied by the scientist Tamitha Skov, who has described the flare phenomenon as a filament in the shape of a snake coming from the sun. The scientist herself shared the forecast last Saturday through her Twitter profile. The main consequences that could be caused by the impact of this direct hit are interference with radio and GPS signals. So, if you are experiencing on tomorrow issues with your GPS system, if you're using it, or interference with radio frequencies, just know that it's a possibility that it is because of the solar storm that we may experience on tomorrow. Now, this may happen in certain parts or of the earth or of the world. It may happen where you live. It may happen where I live. Not quite sure when and where it's going to hit, but I'm just going by the information that the scientist has shared on Twitter and that MSN is reporting on. So some signal outages could occur, particularly on the night side of our planet, as Skov explained. Another effect caused by these solar storms is the appearance of auroras. I believe that's how you pronounce it, auroras. Well, now, when they said that it could particularly occur on the night side of our planet, so it could happen during the nighttime. And you can experience auroras. Now, that's one thing that I would love to see because it's beautiful colors. So if you're not sure what an aurora is when you have these beautiful bright colors in the sky, and it is caused by solar flare activity. I think sometimes you can see them out in Colorado and Alaska, to name a few places. Direct hit, a snake-like filament launched as big solar storm while in the Earth strike zone. NASA predicts impact early July 19th. Strong aurora shows possible with this one deep into mid-latitudes. Amateur radio GPS users expect signal disruptions on Earth's night side. And this is coming from Twitter, and it's Dr. Tamitha Skov. That's Tamitha. Once again, Skov. If you want to check out her Twitter information. The auroras are a phenomenon in the form of luminescent that occurs when there is an interaction between the particles expelled by the sun with the molecules of the atmosphere, concentrated at a height ranging between 95 and 750 kilometers. An area where there is enough atmospheric density for that light radiation to be seen. In addition, these flares are accompanied by X-rays that are usually absorbed in the first layer of the atmosphere. So if you happen to see auroras, and there's also video to go along with this article. If you don't want to read the article, you can take a look at the video too, where it explains about the solar flares and the geomagnetic storm set to hit the Earth. So if you happen to see these brightly colors in the sky, no need to be afraid or alarmed. It's just the fact that it is the auroras from the possible solar flare. So if you want to check out this article, you can, and you want to read the rest of it. I'm not going to go through the rest of the article and reading it because you guys can go and read it for yourselves if you are interested. So you can check it out on msn.com. And the article is Solar Storm Predicted by NASA. What damage could the flare cause? And you can also check out Dr. Tamithia Scove's Twitter. Dr. Tamithia Scove. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Forgive me if I am not. Check out the Twitter, where you can find out more information on the solar flares and what she said. So, and I also want to point this out because, like in the previous video, I also mentioned to you guys about the Carrington event, or the Carrington storm, which happened in 1859. Now, in the last video, I stated it happened in the 1800s because I wasn't specifically sure of the particular year. But here, they're saying in the article it happened in 1859. So a solar cycle that started at the end of 2019. And that is under that subtitle. And it says, this phenomenon is part of a solar cycle that began at the end of 2019. These solar storms are fairly common. The best known for being one of the most intense on record is the so-called Carrington storm in 1859, named after the astronomer Richard Carrington, who witnessed the event. So the IGN has highlighted that the frequency which geomagnetic storms occur is related to the periods of solar activity whose average cycle duration is about 11 years. The number of sunspots allows us to quantify the solar activity at any given moment. So basically, in other words, what you should be aware of, or what you should look out for, is disruption in communication systems via GPS, internet service possibility, and radio signals, or any other device or object that is electronically run. All right, so until next time, be safe and stay positive. Peace.